Hating niggas know the business, watch how I get it. Hustle and pray, waking I talk to God every day. Still I got niggas around me with these K's, protected with war ready anyway. Hustle and pray.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to This That a Fact Basketball Talk. What's going on? I'm your boy Anwar Snuffy Dog Smith, aka the Black Swan. That's THABLECKSWAAN. I'm here with Coach. What's going on? And we are also here with Shem. We're bringing him on in a couple of minutes. We have a big interview. We're bringing him on in a couple of minutes. I just want to thank you guys for coming. Appreciate you guys who are here with us right now. And it's the second half of the season. I think we have about 8 more weeks left.
About that, yeah.
About 8 more weeks left. We definitely got to talk with all them trades and buyouts. Everybody look like they need a big man. Everybody get them a big man. So we definitely got to talk with that. But like we started to do a couple of weeks ago, we're going to start off every show with a coach's corner. So Coach invited one of his former players and basketball colleagues, Shem Moss. And we're going to bring him in. Let me get him together. Let's
go.
What's going on, Shem, Mr. Moss?
What's poppin'?
Say what's up to the listeners, to the fans. Everybody can see you. You can't see them, but they can see you.
That's cool. What's up? What's going on? People here Shem, but you know I go.
Now, Carl, I need you to give him a little bit of introduction, then jump into some questions.
All right, Shem Moss played for Kingsbury Academy. From there, he went to Miami, played at Champagnat. From Champagnat, he went to a school in New York. And then from New York, he went to the University of Arkansas, where he did everything. So we have a former national soccer player, right? You played on national basketball team, though?
No, I actually had an opportunity, but crazy story about it is my very last practice. Before I think that's the time when they went to Puerto Rico.
Right.
I got injured. I messed my ankle up in the very last practice, so they had taken, I guess, the summer from me. You know what I mean? But I had a chance, so I had an opportunity to go.
All right.
So I did make the team. Like, my name was on the roster, but I didn't travel with them. So I actually did make the national team.
That means you'd have been a double national team player.
I mean, it's still counts.
It's still counts.
He on the books. He on the books. All right.
I still take them. I actually did.
All right.
Probably one of the few people I actually did.
I agree. I don't think I've ever heard of that from anybody on a Bahamas scale, playing multiple sports on a national level.
Yeah, I think I was one of the few people who do that. Really, yeah, sure.
And he also is an entrepreneur. He has his own fitness clothing brand, Humble.
Shout your brand out. Shout your brand out.
See it, Humble.
Yeah, so it's a little brand I'm working on.
Yeah.
Something I was motivated to do, I guess, from high school. You know what I mean? Seeing that, a lot. I don't feel like it's I guess a non-sportswear brand in the brand. You know what I mean? Usually when you got like that, like Jamaica, you know what I mean? So I'm just trying to work on, working on a brand that could be for us as babies. You know what I mean? So working on that.
Yeah, that's a big step. That's a big step. Hopefully, we get in some high schools and stuff like that.
Definitely. I actually did. I actually had the chance to work with a night league team already. You know what I mean? Already did some jerseys for them.
Wow.
Yeah. So I just honestly, the pandemic kind of slowed things down.
For everybody.
So for sure. I was definitely starting to get some high schools and stuff in the fold. You know what I mean? I had CR, Augustine, Kingsway, and you know what I mean? I had some schools topping it, you know what I mean? Because they like the stuff I was working on. And definitely a vision, you know what I mean? To try to have a staple brand for the Bahamians, you know what I mean? Like I said, I don't feel we have that, so
right.
That was my goal, try to tap into that market and,
What I normally do is take a sip, right? But I ain't drinking, right? So I'm gonna take a sip.
Yeah.
We take a sip.
Clink.
Take a sip with that.
So one of the first questions we like to ask some of our guests, especially because you all have this such vast basketball knowledge and background. Tell us about your transition. Tell us about your high school basketball experience, your transition over to college, and then everything that transpired after that for you in terms of the basketball routes.
Okay, so coach is my very first high school coach. You know what I mean? Grade 7. So I guess my junior boy, my high school, definitely my high school career in Bronx was really good. You know what I mean? Like as a junior boy, I felt like coming from a school like Kingsway, you didn't really get that respect in terms of being like the basketball school. You know what I mean? But definitely when coach, which one coach he came down, they established like I guess some sort of like winning culture. You know what I mean? So prior to them being there, we was what you say, coach, like we was the school was going probably 2-10 every year, like you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you all have one good year. That's when Clinton was a junior.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I mean, you know, we wasn't really, known for being good.
Yeah.
So, I guess my like I said, my high school career back home was really good. You know what I mean? Had some good runs. You know what I mean? But like I said, being at a school like Kingston, you don't really get that respect. You know, it was about the rich go.
And then softball and soccer, right?
No, being from Kingsway, but definitely had a lot of good in high school, and then when I transitioned to Shem, that was also good. That was good too. You know what I mean? Coach again, he looked that up.
Your mic check.
No, get me?
Yeah, get in now.
Get back.
Alright, good. Yeah, I'm saying, but I said, well,
Champ, when you been to Champ.
okay. Oh yeah. So right after Kingsville and Shem, but like I was saying, prior to that, I actually had an opportunity to go off to school. You know what I mean? In the 9th grade. But baby parents, or at least Caribbean parents, period, they don't see you leave.
Too young.
You're ready. Yeah, too young. So I was 14. I was 14, and actually it was a coach that actually coached him. And my daughter's All-American game was coached by me, Coach Tooley. I mean, I think it's actually the school that I'm going to in Oklahoma.
Okay.
But they was on my radar, like, I think 3 to 4 years prior, you know what I mean? Like I said, 9th grade, so the ladies like, I don't really,
Right. Who set it off their baby at 14?
Exactly. So she wasn't ready to let me go, you know what I mean? Although I felt it out, man, things would have been different right now. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. You know what I mean? Something still worked out for me, and then, Sean was really good. Like I said, Coach hooked that up for me. You know what I mean? I definitely had a good run there too. We actually had a season where we went, for my first season that we went, I want to say, we were like 25 and 4 or something like that.
Yeah.
Made it to the regional final, the game right before state. You know what I mean? Second year, same deal, made it to the game right before state. So, we get a bunch of D1 caliber players, big men of that, 2 of my boys still playing for right now for the team. So that's Zane and Tony.
We've been trying to get Zane too, but he and them time different places.
Oh yeah, they might be on this 2 a.m.
Right, that's what it is right there.
So it'd be crazy to do. But after Shem, I had a few opportunities actually. You know what I mean? I want to say I had at least 10 to 20 schools on me, to be real. You know what I mean? I play all the voicemails and stuff like that. That's my phone I left for. You know what I mean? I actually feel like I guess like a D1 prospect kind of started me stuff. You know what I mean? Like, let me know like they need me and they could use me to do this and do that. But I had like I said, 10 to 20 offers. You know what I mean? I actually had a little. I guess you'd say. If I don't know if you remember, Coach, but you came there my senior year at Sean, my last year at Sean, and I was with you and you was bringing the boys on tour.
Yeah, the flow mode.
Hey,
Right.
Remember we spoke to the coach.
Right.
Right?
I remember that.
Hey, man, he's like, I just finished watching your highlight tape. He's like, I just finished watching your highlight tape.
That's crazy.
And definitely went all that, blah, blah, blah. And he was telling me, me and the guard there right now could definitely do some damage. He said, I don't know if you remember that.
I remember that.
But yeah, Florida was one of the schools that was on my radar too. St. Thomas. They had some nice school, you know what I mean? But ultimately, like, I wanted to, you know, I always felt like I had talent. You know what I mean? So my goal was to I guess take the JUCO route and just work on my game there and see how far I can go with that. You know what I mean? So I loaded down, I guess, two JUCOs, and one was a school in it's actually part of Pennsylvania, Montgomery. So the community college was Montgomery Community College, and then the school that I actually ended up going to in New York was called SUNY Adirondack. Up in the like boonies, bro, like cold is it's like negative 25 days, and like days you walk outside, you can't even smile without your teeth, which look big. Crazy days actually, man. So like I said, I ended up going to SUNY Adirondack. You know what I mean? I was there for 2 years. I did an item there, you know what I mean? Like, I felt like, I don't feel like I got a fair shot to say, like, my coach, you know, was really like, just like I said, when we get to the college, that was a lot of problems, you know what I mean? So, I was in high school, my coach, he always, I didn't know before I went there, you know what I mean? But, man, he always looked out for, like, I guess the local kids, you know what I mean? So, it was more so, I got to start then, so like, you know what I mean? But it's like towards my second year, it was more so like, it was getting hard for me to get, you know, consistent playing time.
Alright.
You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like, I guess, squandered my opportunities in a sense. You know what I mean? So after my 2 years there, I had some D2 and D3 schools looking at me. And in my head, I was like, bro, I love basketball and stuff, right? But my end goal was to always try to go to a Division I school, whether it's to finish my education or, you know what I mean? That was my dream.
Right.
Whether it's to finish my education or a hoop. You know what I mean? And I was always decent in my books too. So I never got a problem saying, you know, man, I could hang this up and just focus on my academics. You know what I mean? So that's what I kind of did, you know what I mean? I still hoop relatively, like, you know, recreationally and different tournaments and stuff if, you know, I got to play them, but after I finished my 2 years of hooping at JUCO, I just kind of hung it up in a sense and just focused on my academics. So I came to U of A. But that story on that too, like, you know, hooping in the rec, kind of build a name too. You know what I mean? Like,
so talk about it.
Yeah. So one time, a few times, I got to hoop with some of the guys who was like on the team at Arkansas. You know what I mean? I'm talking big name guys like Bobby Portis, you know what I mean? Michael Balls, like different guys, you know what I mean? Jabril Durden, like different guys who, you know, who was on the team. And, you know what I mean? A lot of the times, like, they tell me straight up, they're like, bro, you need to, you know, you should try to come to trials. So I was like, you're really nice, like, you should come to trials. But then again, with that, it's like, college, you know what I mean? Went to trial. I did go to trial, you know what I mean? But, you know, the coaches, JD1 is a different animal, like, the coaches are really
Yeah.
I know walk-on spots already locked in. Like, they know who they want. So tryouts only really, you know, something that they have to do.
A formality.
Right. For the school to say, hey, you know, this is something that needs to be done. So I tried it out. That didn't work, but I definitely was on some, like, man, I just got to focus on my academics and do what I need to do, you know, to set my future up, I guess, to be, you know, more of a, you know, my professional career.
So, what's your major in?
That's what I actually got my major, so I did accounting and I did finance.
All right.
In college, yeah. So I still finished with a finance degree and an accounting degree.
So, with playing soccer and basketball at a young age, what made you choose basketball over soccer? Because you really was nice in soccer now. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you talk to some people who know me, they'd probably tell you I was a better soccer player than basketball player to be real. You know what I mean? Because I think I might still have like some sort of record for the Hornets too. Like, I scored like 4 goals in one game. I only won on top of that, like on the international level. You know what I mean?
Hey.
So would maybe choose basketball. I don't know. I was playing soccer from super young, and with like unlike like the national, like I don't like throw shade at the national basketball program, but like soccer when I was coming up, the soccer program was A1. You know what I mean? Like we was in like a farming system. Like it's similar, like I guess you say, like our baseball.
Right.
How our baseball
Has
like,
developed.
farm is.
Yeah.
How they just keep on producing like pros and these guys like they didn't freedom farm from they like 3 and 4 years old.
Right.
So that's how it was with soccer. Like I was in like they call it the center of excellence. So that's like the soccer, I guess, farming system. You know what I mean? I was in that from I was like 8, and like you say, I was biased in that. I'm basketball. I'm trying to be good at that. I'm trying to be good at basketball. So being in soccer at that early age, I'd say, bro, like I when it came to like making a decision, to you know what, like bro, I just want to stick with a sport. Like I'd say, bro, soccer kind of bring me out. You know what I mean? I was playing soccer. Like I was coming from like we played in practice with no like on the club, right?
Right.
And the soccer field was literally great across the street. So when I finished national practice, which would be hours and hours of miles and miles of running, I come right across the street and come to Nova practice.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So like, I can say soccer just burned me out, bro. Like, I feel like my decision in the end was just more so like, bro, you know what I mean? I'd rather play basketball. You know what I mean? Now I had more fun playing basketball, to be honest. I had way more fun. Like don't you tell you like, bikes and trips, Canada, this and that. Like,
Yeah, you can all over.
Basketball was a little better for me. You know what I mean?
And that's why we are doing this. Everybody have this relationship with basketball. It's just more than the game. It's just everything around it.
Right.
The people you meet, like you said, the trips you took, all the different things about it.
Definitely. You know what I mean? And like I said, the dude, like coach, always look up for me. I guess for me, like, I don't know about his favorite plays. You know what I mean? But
That's what you and A.
Yeah. I feel like at some point after we do about a couple more interviews, you're gonna have to list your favorite players. You're gonna have to list them.
you're going to have to do it for sure.
Yeah.
I'm definitely one of them niggas, coach. Always
For sure.
Always look out for me in terms of like, when I guess your coaches ask him like who are players I need to look up for, or who really good in the city. Like he always call my name and mention my name. You know what I mean? So definitely big up to coach for that. For sure. For putting me in a position to be great. You know what I mean?
And it's so crazy.
Give him his flowers now.
It's so crazy, right? It's like his mom and my aunt is like best friends. And we learned that out like what 2 years ago or something like that? That's what 2
Yeah. You just learned that.
We just learned that. But they best friends, like it's so crazy how the word is.
They god sisters. I say
They even more so.
they god sisters.
Right.
So they're even more closer than you think.
Right, dog. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, very crazy for sure.
Now, so what we like to ask persons as well, for the young basketball person that might see my podcast, might see my show, might hear it somewhere, what would you want to say to him as a person that went through all of that, see what it went through, you had to make decisions at certain points? Give me something to tell the young people right now who into basketball.
Got you. For me, I tell them straight up, like, you know what I mean, once you get in, like, once you get serious about it, like, make sure you dedicate your time to getting better. Like, I feel like definitely transition from high school to playing a year or two, like high school / prep school at Shem was definitely a waking up experience. Like, that's an experience I have to wake up because a lot of the guys who, you know what I mean, we don't really get that, I'd say, weight training early. So definitely stay at the gym. You gotta get in the gym like early. I'd say at least by 9th grade. You know what I mean? You gotta start actually going to like the gym and trying to lift weights and do that because I guess in my first year at Shem, my coach he went to school for weight, like, you know what I mean, like I guess physical, something to do with like lifting weights. I can't
Right.
Like,
Some type of personal training, kinesiology, something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Something like that. Right? So he was really into making sure like bro, he was eating right and he was hitting the gym like consistently. Like so, definitely, like, if you get the chance to, like, you know, if you're trying to take basketball seriously, you're saying, hey, I want to go to school and I want to do this and that, definitely from an early age, I'd say we need to definitely hit the gym and start to get, you know, more physical shape. Because, you know, dudes here, like, you come to the States, you might be in 12th grade, but you got a dude who in the 8th or 9th grade, bro, same size as you, just as fast.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you be like, bro, why is he miles ahead of me, bro? But that's the simple fact that, bro, they've been doing this stuff consistently for, like, you know what I mean? Way longer than us, you know what I mean? Like I said, we be behind the 8 ball when we come in because you don't usually get, you know what I mean, like weight training. Obviously, like, you got coaches like coaches who teach you, like, the basic fundamentals, you know what I mean, to be real. But, and then, it's all, like, mental departments and facilities, etc. Like, that's a...
And paying people.
Exactly. It's another fact, you know what I mean? So that's understandable why you don't get certain training. But if you could, that's why I said if you could, you get an opportunity to, definitely take advantage of trying to get into the gym. And take it serious. You can't be a joker. For sure. I already played, like I said, I went to judo, but people always think judo is a joke. Like, judo definitely is a joke. Like, I played against dudes who had, like, full rides to, like, Florida and stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Because of grades or whatever, you know, wherever situated technicalities they had.
Right.
You just couldn't go. But they actually have to, you know, if you get an offer from Florida, like, you know, you got the talent. You know what I mean? So, I done played against some D1 prospects and some big time dudes too. So.
Alright, so that's a good transition for my next question. I want to hear about your best moment. Not in the Bahamas. I like, if your best moment is in the Bahamas, I want to hear about your best basketball moment. That highlight story that in 20 years, you're still telling the kids. You're still bringing the young boys around. Let me tell you this story. Tell us that story right now.
I got you. So, I can give you one. You know what I mean? I give you two, actually. I give you two.
Okay.
To start off with, I guess, one going up against, you know what I mean, going up against Coach. When he was at Westminster, you know what I mean?
Championship.
Yeah, championship in senior, you know what I mean?
Let me hear this.
Like, I don't feel like a lot of people even don't even make it to the championship, you know what I mean? But I know I was going to know that I was bringing it, you know what I mean? I think game one was a good game, but you know what I mean? We lost with one, you know what I mean? And West was blowing out teams.
I remember that year. Westminster was killing everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, it was blowing out everybody over 40 plus. So, I mean, I guess game one, you know, I had, you know what I mean? And this is what people, I started to feel, I don't feel like people really get, like, the dudes on the backside who's out West, I practice with them almost every Saturday, and I play them all the time, we go on trips all the time.
Yeah. Every time.
I think I had 26 or something. That's for game one. But for me to do that against them, who I always go up against, like, you know, my game, and you know what I mean? And I'm sure Coach might have game plan for me. You know what I mean? So for me to do that against, you know what I mean, my guys was, you know, kind of like, like, you know what I mean, bittersweet in a sense,
But special.
I mean, I say that's one of my highlight games. Yeah, definitely going up against I guess they my teammates too, you know what I mean? Because I played travel ball with them. So that's definitely one of the highlights of my I guess in high school. And then another one was in a loss. My senior year too, I had 40 against BA. So that was definitely good. I think I had like 8 threes in the game or something like that. You know what I mean?
Where'd y'all play?
We played at BA in the gym.
That's a nasty gym. You know how to let that gym be.
But listen.
It was crazy, bro, because there was a lot of my boys who live in Marathon who pull up at the game too. You know what I mean? So it was crazy, bro.
Shout out Marathon, shout out M-Town. We in Marathon right now, not to give away all our locations. We in Marathon right now, shout out M-Town.
That was a good one. And then before we actually got to the game, it was like some drama with coach and all that. Not my coach, but like my Kingsley coach. Like we had I think we had BGCSEs, like study hall or something like that. So we ended up missing the bus. Like he left us. Like he left us. Like I was like, bro, like so I was. You know what I mean? I was ready. Like he gave me that feel, I guess, to have that type of game. Because even when I got to the gym, someone from the next team said something to me. You know what I mean? And coach, you know me, like, you know, like my style. I don't really get feisty. see it talk much, and you
No.
know, like, I let my games speak, you know what I mean? But then that big game in particular, bro, like I said, with Coach Lehman is in school, and then I guess I didn't someone from the college like, you're so bad, but like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? Like, what you doing over here? Like, you know what I mean? So I definitely was one of the games I can remember, like, very vivid, like, bro, like, I remember when he said that, the next play after that, that's something I remember. Like, he said that, we ran a little bar split, like, and I hit a three, like, right on his face, like, that's what it was, like, crazy game to be. So definitely, the championship game, the 40-point game of the year, definitely some of my more miracle moments for me.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
The G was telling us last week about a saying game we played, y'all, when you put the ball through someone's leg.
Yeah.
Oh, that was him. That was him. Oh, let's call his name one more time while we're not laughing. Who leg did you put the ball through?
Hershey.
Okay, Hershey. Shout out Hershey.
Definitely good at the game. So that was kind of like, you know what I mean, like crazy for I guess the championship game. You know what I mean? And then obviously I scored after it too. So I mean that was nice. That was a nice little move.
All right. So now to move on our NBA section of this interview. One, we gotta know who's your favorite team.
Well, I'm a Laker fan all the way.
A Laker fan all the way. So this should be an easy question. Who was your favorite player all time?
All time? Well, I mean, y'all said the survey around. I don't know if it was y'all was able to like look at the individual, but y'all said it around. My favorite player was Steph.
Let's toast to that. Let's toast to that. That's the first time we heard that as a favorite player.
Yeah. Right? Yeah.
I mean, coach, you know, my time in high school.
One.
Alright.
So definitely Team Mark is definitely my favorite player for sure.
Alright, so who's your favorite current NBA player?
My favorite current NBA player is probably Damian Lillard for sure.
I like how his mind thinks.
Time, boy.
James Smith, the dog, for sure.
That's what's up.
He would take over. I mean, I feel like his obviously I didn't feel like he in school, but I feel like his mindset was similar to mine in school, you know what I mean? Like, he didn't get much respect. Like, Blaze didn't really get that much respect. You know what I mean? I compared it to Kingsway, you know what I mean? And, you know what I mean? He always got to prove himself, so I felt like just what I said, similar with getting the championship situation, like, you know what I mean? Like, when the Blazers made it to the Western Conference Finals a couple years ago, no one expected that, you know what I mean?
No.
So, like, just similarities, you know what I mean? I feel like you always got to prove yourself, bro. Even though you're really good, you always got to prove yourself. And I always felt like, not that I didn't get much props, but just coming from Kingsway, like, you always, basketball, you always got to prove yourself. So, I feel like a super good job, you know what I mean?
I like that. Alright, so my next question is now, you say you're a Lakers fan, but what's your outlook? I want to know who you see in the finals, who you see within the finals.
So I was keeping on that too. You know what I mean? I feel like if the Lakers have, everyone healthy,
Correct.
you know what I mean, and then with the addition of Drummond, of course, you know what I mean, that's 17 and 14 just coming into the system of grip, you know what I mean? So with 80 being, not 100% now, obviously they roughly watch and monitor that down the line. You know what I mean? Because they say it's a calf injury, but if you know basketball, you know
that might be an Achilles. Yeah.
And to stay with this long?
Exactly. So, I mean, real basketball, real hoopers know what's up. So with that, you know what I mean, you got a guy like Andre Drummond to back you up. Take a lot of the pressure off 80. Maybe not offensively, but he definitely could be avoiding the paint defensively. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fine.
Definitely.
He's a higher. I feel like he's a step above Montrezl Harrell in terms of.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, he could do a little bit more than Montrezl, but they almost like the same player in my book.
But and to add to what you're saying too, and not to get into our segments later, but like Drummond has never played with a guy like LeBron. So you saying 17 and 14, I could see them numbers easily rising with a LeBron next to him.
Exactly. So with that being said, if you know what I mean, even if 80, like I guess 80%
Mm-hmm.
He may even get like he may even pick up someone
Else off the buyout market, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, with that being said, again, I feel like it would be LA and Brooklyn. But
Okay.
with Brooklyn, you know what I mean? I don't know if they have chemistry issues. I don't know.
that's a Lakers fan to say. They got to get their chemistry together.
It's the only way you can like being a real hoop and a realist. Like I'm a Lakers fan, bro. Like only way the Nets carry me is if they beat themselves, bro.
Correct.
So I was talking to some of my boys about this. Really, I was like, bro, if they, you know what I mean? They just have to. They obviously most of them ain't known for defense, right? Like most of the players are more offensively driven, right?
Right.
But if the Nets commit to playing defense at least 60% of the time,
That's a championship.
with a powerful offense like that, like bro, who could beat that, bro? If they just commit to playing 60%, they don't got to play 100% defense. Just 60%, bro. I feel like now they don't even play defense here. They just let teams run up and down with them.
Mm-hmm.
So they ain't really on a defensive type of thing right now. But if they actually just commit just 60%, bro, and they playing how they play offensively, or how we know they're capable of being offensively, no one will solve it, bro. Let's be real. You know what I mean? So they'd have to beat themselves to beat so you know what I'm saying. So in the end, if Brooklyn plays how everyone expected them to play and beat, then they probably got it in the bag. But it ain't gonna be easy task for this Lakers. I feel like Brown definitely will let them just
Run past it.
you know what I mean? They ain't gonna no sleep on it.
So LeBron not gonna let what happened with Golden State happen with the Nets.
Exactly.
Okay.
They ain't gonna sleep for sure.
Shem, this is where we disagree. LeBron is going to be there crying by game 3. What you want me to do? You see the team?
No, but I think LA get a better. If they do, Buck, LA get a better defensive
situation.
than them.
So if they slow the game down,
and the playoff is a slow.
and this is why I had the question, Shem, because he's a basketball man. If they were to slow the game down, the Nets still have 2 to 3 players who know how to deal with a slow game.
But there's no defense, bro. And they pick up 2 players who don't play D.
We'll see. And a slow game, I look at Blake Griffin and Marcus Aldridge. We're going to talk about this later, so I think we have another segment for you before you go, Shem, but I guess we'll get a closing point. In a slow game, I think persons like Kyrie Irving, James Harden, LaMarcus Aldridge, they can play defense for 25 minutes for the game in a slow game. So that's why I look at it. So I see what Shem trying to say, like, yo, if they choose to play defense, what could you do with them?
Yeah, because I mean, like, obviously, it was a kid, like when he decided to play defense, bro, they say, like, bro.
Right. He was almost defensive player of the year.
It was like, oh, shit, kid, he can play defense. So I was like, but when he practically 7 foot with like a 7 foot wingspan, like, come on. I mean, athletic, like.
What do you do?
All you do is have to do is put effort, like, all you need is effort, like.
Right.
So, like I said, they'd have to beat themselves, bro. But like it's have chemistry, just one. You know what I mean? So we understand what it takes. So that's what they got to figure out. You know what I mean?
Like,
hopefully they don't figure it out.
I got my Nets jerseys on pre-order, but my Lakers jerseys waiting to wear just in case. So I order me a LeBron. Don't let him lose. I'll sell that by the end of the year. All right, so you ready? Oh, you ready?
My championship stuff, like I don't know if you could see. Can I switch the channel? Can I switch this over? Let me see. I have my Laker bar up there.
Oh, you hanging banners! You hanging banners!
All right. One more question before we get to our game that we're gonna do for our guests.
Okay.
List me your 5 top Bahamian basketball players.
My 5 top basketball players. So don't include myself, right?
Not including yourself.
So top 5, bro. Wait.
Pressure.
Yeah, I got a lot of boys.
They listening.
Yeah, they definitely listening. So my top 5, personally, like not a. See, let me gotta get technical now. So not a 5 that I take into just group, like.
No.
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 Personally, like these my boys, and I ride with them.
See, now I gotta ask you 2 questions then. I want to know the best 5. I don't want to know your boys. I want to know the best 5.
Exactly. So you gotta be more technical.
Yeah. Ain't no friends in this. I want to know if we was playing for the country. Who were the 5 dudes you picking?
Alright. That makes more sense to me. People can't really get mad at this one. So, first off, I got Mitch Johnson.
Ooh, okay. You hear me say?
Yeah, that's my cousin.
Okay.
Mitch Johnson, you know what I mean? I got Mitch Johnson. And then I have, I got Jeffrey Henfield,
From CI.
Okay.
Yeah.
CI, you know what I mean? And then I have, and then I'm assuming this without Buddy Lee for sure, obviously.
Are we? Yeah. We assuming not them two. Yeah, not them two.
Okay. So I said Mitch, Jeffrey. I personally, I'm a Teran Cox fan, you know what I mean?
Oof.
You know what I mean? He's
CI do, bro.
See,
He cold.
One of the guys who inspired me to try to get off the school, you know what I mean? From what he was doing.
Shout out to
when he
Ron
was in high
Cox.
school. Shout out to Ron, you know what I mean? So that's Jeffrey, Teran, Mitch, and I got my 2 bigs. And they have Magnum.
All right.
Magnum, and they have Keenum.
I'm sorry.
He built a team. Like, yo, what we need to start doing is, like, I write down last week as well. We need to start making, he building a team. That's a team. I don't see who could beat that team.
No.
Even if he was on the other team, I don't see who gonna beat.
Like my killer 5, like, bro, when the niggas, it was that prime, like,
Yeah.
it was different. Like, going to peace on the streets and stuff for that minute, like, totally different vibe. You know what I mean?
I think Magnum come out. He was too early for his years. If he'd come,
I feel like he definitely was a big who could survive now.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Because he had a little J.
He had the
It was still like a big strict league. They wasn't
Back to
ready
the
for
basket.
that.
Yeah.
They wasn't ready for that. So he definitely, like, it was like 2 or 3 years.
Too early. Yeah. All right.
For sure.
All right, so game time. Now, our first guest went 3 for 5.
That's on Vaughn.
On Vaughn went 3 for 5.
That's on Vaughn team making
All right,
things.
so you gotta beat on Vaughn. Now, if you beat 2, you beat me. But if you get 3, you're gonna be the leading guest. No, if you get 4, you're gonna be the leading guest.
I got you right.
All right. First person, Pat Covington.
Hold on, 1 second. Let me let you think.
Oh.
Guess. Let me tell the guest what we're doing first.
All right. Yeah. Guess.
So what we're doing right now, we're doing guess which team he's on. You all remember a few weeks we stopped the game because Carl was killing me on it. So it wasn't no fun no more. So now we started to put it to the guests. So far in all our guests, the highest score is 3 out of 5. So now we're putting it to Shem. He's going to guess which team he on. What's our first name, Carl?
Pat Covington.
Is it Covington or
Connaughton.
Connaughton, bro?
Connaughton, yeah.
I know you know now.
Last time we was playing for the Bucks.
So what team he's playing for now?
I honestly, I lose the one.
Give me your final answer.
The Bucks.
All right. It's the Bucks.
You're right. We 1-1.
I don't remember being traded to.
Right. You don't know what happened in the past 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
All right, you 1-1.
Cameron Johnson.
Cam Johnson. The last time I remember Cam Johnson was playing for the Suns.
Final answer.
Final answer, yeah.
Suns.
Oh, he 2 for 2. And I gotta say he's easy. Let's say the rest.
Yeah. Derek Jones Jr.
Derek Jones. He was playing, but he just got traded to the Blazers.
Ooh, you better know that. Your favorite player on the team with him. All right, so we 3 for 3. You tie on going. Go ahead.
All right. Now we get Thaddeus Young.
Thaddeus Young. Man. Where's Thaddeus?
Got it.
Got
Is
him.
he still with the Bulls?
You asking me, you telling me?
I'll go with the Bulls.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Oh, you got him.
That's the Bulls.
Somebody in the Bulls still? Look how I ain't even playing and I'm wrong. Way to go. 4 for 4. Let's go.
All right. Nerlens Noel.
Nerlens. It's a tough one.
Let's see if he was a basketball fan. Let's see.
It's a tough one. Nerlens. Last time I remember he was in OKC, but then he traded to Dallas. I go with Dallas.
Fan Lancer.
Yeah, Fernando.
Thank God you ain't set the bar too high. He's playing in New York right now. So you 4 for 5, but you are the leading guest. Everybody shout out to Shem. Hands clap.
I forgot he got traded to the Knicks. Right? He definitely on the Knicks. You're right.
All right, Shem. So we appreciate you being here. We loving the conversation. Thank you for giving us all that knowledge and insight in your basketball career and just in how basketball works from high school to college in the States and JUCO and all those different things. What we want you to do now is, when we finish with this call, we want you to hop in the chat, put out all your information for your clothing line and how to get in contact. Because I know I got some fans who trying to reach into that. And you saying you're trying to do a behemoth sports brand. I'm 100% trying to support that. So we need you to get in the chat, put all your information there. But first of all, thank you for being here.
And shout out before you go too. Shout out so people can hear it. Just shout out where they can find you.
Yeah, so Humble Sports, you know what I mean? Like I said, it's a brand. Humble, spell it HUMBULL, you know what I mean? Not the regular Humble way. Humble Sportswear, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, you know what I mean? Just, working on a brand that the Hams can be proud of. So, yeah, Humble Sportswear.
All right.
All right, man. All right, so we gonna take a little break, guys. We're going to let Shem get a little opportunity to hop inside the chat. So we'll be back in about 3 minutes, and we're going to carry on out the show. Up next will be the injury reports. That's on me, so I'll be giving some injury reports on a couple of players that we care about. All right, Shem, we're going to see you in the chat room.
All right. Good seeing you, bro.
Yeah, man, no problem. We might have to bring you back because we're gonna have to put your team against some other people's teams. All right, bet. Yeah, man. All right. So, all right, guys, like I said, we're going to take a little break, about 3 to 5 minutes at best, and we're going to be right back, and we're going to finish off the show. We're moving into injury reports. We're going to talk about trades and buyouts and the impact of all of that, and that crazy Nets team. And whoever, guys, participate in the survey, we got the results for you.
I love Chris Rich.
I want the money and power, my nigga, I gotta go get it. I want the house with the maiden, if you niggas see how we living. I see the vision, my niggas is with me, go till we get it. Can't put your faith in the snake, hating niggas know the business, watch how I get it. Hustle and pray, 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 hustle and pray. I want the money and power, my nigga, I gotta go get it. I want the house with the lake and the maiden of you, niggas, see how we live. I see the vision, my niggas is with me, going for gold till we get it. Can't put your faith in the snake, hating niggas know the business, watch how I get it. Hustle and pray, waking I talk to God every day. Still I got niggas around me with these K's, protected the war ready anyway. Hustle and pray, I ain't a rapper but I hate the taste. I eat a pussy cause I love the taste. When I devour pizza, say my grace. On the grind till the money up. We ain't having no fun till the funds is up. Got a click for the niggas with guns is up. Running up on the winners and runners up. Boy, what you running for? Shit, you know what they say, like a rookie up. I say few shots up with daddy sick of ya. I can leave you the civic all riddle up. Look what I did to you, putting in work. This the thing and we put him in dirt. Got the friends and the family in shirt. Getting guala don't get yourself hurt. Cause it's brand hustle over everything. Make a killing, have my people living, man. Run the train on Lizzie with the Benjamins. You could tell a friend to go tell a friend. Fuck it, tell a man. I want the money and power, my nigga, I gotta go get it. I want the house with the maiden, if you niggas see how we live, I see the vision, my niggas is with me, go till we get it. Can't put your faith in the snake. Hating niggas know the business. Watch how I get it. Hustle and pray, 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 hustle and pray. Trust and believe. I'm about to get it poppin' with the team. I got a dream. It's about to happen sooner than it seems. That's with the buddy. You can never call me broke or hungry, cause I be the God on my knees. The real niggas stay with a scheme. Father, bless my mother, bless my father, bless my come up.
I love Chris Rich.
I want the money and power, my nigga, I gotta go get it. I want the house with the maiden, if you niggas see how we live. I see the vision, my niggas is with me, we go till we get it. Can't put your faith in the snake, hating niggas know the business. Watch how I get it. Hustle and pray, 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 hustle and pray. I want the money and power, my nigga, I gotta go get it. I want the house with the lake and the maiden of you niggas, see how we live. I see the vision, my niggas is with me, going for gold till we get it. Can't put your faith in the snake, hating niggas know the business. Watch how I get it, hustle and pray, hustle and pray. Waking I talk to God every day. Still I got niggas round me with these K's, protected by war ready anyway. Hustle and pray, hustle and pray. I ain't a rapper, but I hate the taste. I eat a pussy cause I love the taste. When I devour pizza, say my grace. On the grind till the money up. We ain't having no fun till the funds is up. Got a click full of niggas with guns is up. Running up on the winners and runners up. Boy, what you running for? Shit, you know what they say, I can rookie ya. I say two shots up with daddy sick of ya. I can leave you the civic all riddle up. Look what I did to you, putting in work. This the thing and we put them in dirt. Got the friends and the family in shirt. Getting guala don't get yourself hurt. Cause it's brand hustle over everything. Make a killing, have my people living, man. Run the train on Lizzie with the Benjamins. You can tell a friend to go tell a friend. Fuck it, tell a man. I want the money and power, my nigga, I gotta go get it. I want the house with the maiden, if you niggas see how we live, see how we live. I see the vision, my niggas is with me, we go till we get it. Can't put your faith in the snake, hating niggas know the business. Watch how I get it. Hustle and pray, 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 hustle and pray. Trust and believe, I'm about to get it poppin' with the team. I got a dream, it's about to happen sooner than it seems. That's with the buddy. You can never call me broke or hungry, cause I be the God on my knees. The real niggas stay with a scheme. Father, bless my mother, bless my father, bless my come up.
I love Chris Rich.
I want the money and power, my nigga, I gotta go get it. I want the house with the maiden, if you niggas see how we live. I see the vision, my niggas is with me, we go till we get it. Can't put your faith in the snake, hating niggas know the business. Watch how I get it. Hustle and pray, 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 hustle and pray. I want the money and power, my nigga, I gotta go get it. I want the house with the lake and the maiden of you niggas, see how we live. I see the vision, my niggas is with me, going for gold till we get it. Can't put your faith in the snake, hating niggas know the business. Watch how I get it, hustle and pray, hustle and pray. Waking I talk to God every day. Still I got niggas round me with these K's, protected by war ready anyway. Hustle and pray, hustle and pray. I eat a rapper, but I hate the taste. I eat a pussy cause I love the taste. When I devour pizza, say my grace. On the grind till the money up. We ain't having no fun till the funds is up. Got a click full of niggas with guns is up. Running up on the winners and runners up. Boy, what you running for? Shit, you know what they say, I can rookie ya. I say two shots up with daddy sick of ya. I can leave you the civic all riddle up. Look what I did to you, putting in work. This the thing and we put them in dirt. Got the friends and the family in shirt. Getting guala don't get yourself hurt. Cause it's brand hustle over everything. Make a killing, have my people living, man. Run the train on Lizzie with the Benjamins. You can tell a friend to go tell a friend. Fuck it, tell a man. I want the money and power, my nigga, I gotta go get it. I want the house with the maiden, if you niggas see how we live, see how we live. I I see the vision, my niggas is with me. Go till we get it. Can't put your faith in the snake. Hating niggas know the business. Watch how I get it. Hustle and pray, 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 hustle and pray. Trust and believe, I'm about to get it poppin' with the team. I got a dream, it's about to happen sooner than it seems. That's what the buddy. You can never call me broke or hungry, cause I be the God on my knees. The real niggas stay with a scheme. Holy Father, bless my mother, bless my father, bless my come up.
I love Chris Rich.
I want the money and power, my nigga, I gotta go get it. I want the house with the maiden, if you niggas see how we living. I see the vision, my niggas is with me, go till we get it. Can't put your faith in the snake, hating niggas know the business. Watch how I get it. Hustle and pray, 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 hustle and pray. I want the money and power, my nigga, I gotta go get it. I want the house with the lake and the maiden of you, nigga, see how we live. I see the vision, my niggas is with me, going for gold till we get it. Can't put your faith in the snake, hating niggas know the business. Watch how I get it, hustle and pray.
You ready? Hey guys, we are back. This That or Fact Basketball Talk presented by the Black Swan Podcast. That's THABLACKSWAAN. Your boy Snuff, the coach. We're about to get back into our regular scheduled programs again. Shout out Shem. I hope Shem put all the information inside the chat room for us, because I would definitely try to get me one of them shirts. Shout out Humble. What was Humble? Shout out Humble brand sportswear. I'm trying to get me one of those.
Hey, why you get this place so comfortable now? Like, hey, you said,
No. Why we've been doing this for like 3 months.
Like, hey,
you can't get a little more comfy.
I hope you all like the do R.
Shout out oh man, I gonna put them. I gonna put them inside. Sit and smile. Sit and be cute. Man, I feel so bad. I hope they ain't watching right now. But shout out the person that made this for me. I'm definitely gonna go put it inside the next odds for next week. We out here looking good. I feel good. I'm very comfortable. Look how laid back you look.
Yo.
Alright, so you ready for my injury report?
Let's do it.
I mean, so Carl has challenged me. I came up with the idea, but Carl has challenged me now to say, hey, you want to do injury reports? Let's do some injury reports.
Let's do it.
So everybody loves Steph Curry. All the girls who are watching right now, I know you all love Steph Curry. So I definitely want to do a little something on Steph Curry's injury. And then TJ Warren, shout out Rondo, big Pacers fan. TJ Warren, they just announced that he won't play for the rest of the season. So I want to talk about that a little bit. But first, we're going to deal with Steph Curry. So I did prepare a little video for you guys. Check out. See what they're saying.
2 minutes. And Jordan Poole's going to jump in here for the final 12 seconds. One more shooter on the floor. Steph with all the handle. And the three. It's just not been there for Curry tonight. For the Warriors, that is even the worst. Steph is down and inconsistent.
Let's talk about it. So before I even give you a little breakdown of what happened, like, I bet you they not gonna do that no more.
No.
That Steph Curry is far too important to let that ever happen again. So what that's a tailbone injury. And everybody, I don't know if everybody fell on the tailbone before. I'm sure a lot of you fell on your tailbone before. That is not pleasant. So if you want to get into a little science about it, tailbone injury, that's the lower part of your vertebrae. That's a couple of bones that's connected at the bottom called the coccyx. As you get older, those bones kind of fuse together and work as one. So when you're younger, they're kind of individual bones, but as you get older, they fuse together as one. And so when he fell on that, it's really like a little pointing bone. If you go look at the anatomy of it, he fell directly on it. If you go watch the video, you can see he put his hands out and he fell square on it. As soon as he turned over, right there, you can see right there, he grabbed exactly directly on the coccyx. So they knew what it was. But what luckily about this type of injury, you rarely ever break your coccyx because of the fusion that gets so strong. But it does cause a contusion. That's like a bone bruise, which really hurts. Hurts to walk, hurts to sit down, hurts to take a dump, you know what I'm saying? Because of the musculature that's connected to the coccyx. So he was dealing with some pain. But it was only like a weak injury for him. He probably missed like 3 games because of it. He just had a game a couple of days ago. So thank God it wasn't nothing more serious. But that is a very painful injury. The next person we wanted to talk about was TJ Warren. Let me let you guys listen to that.
TJ Warren.
Oh yeah, I forget no sound on this one. So, but TJ Warren, this is some highlights of TJ Warren. So they announced around December, January time that TJ Warren had a stress fracture in his foot.
Right.
Through further examination, they realized it was a navicular stress fracture, which is one of the worst stress fractures you can have in the foot. The navicular bone is found, like, you know where your big toe is? Right behind your big toe is that navicular bone right above your arch. So it's very painful. So normally you only see stress fractures in running athletes. Now basketball is a running sport, but not to the extent of track and field and something like that. So for him to have that, not to say rare, but that would not be the first sport that in basketball you'll see how a navicular fracture. So with that said, they decided to do some surgery. So he's supposed to be out for about 3 months. I guess he wasn't recovering at the pace that they wanted, as well as the Pacers are not at that type of top 5, top 6 seed.
Right.
So it doesn't make any sense risking that type of injury, because that's one of them long-term injuries that you need time to rest, time to heal. If you really want to get better, you just need to take your foot off and don't walk on your foot at all. So I think they decided to shut him down for the rest of the season, let that heal up proper. They paying him some good money, bring him back the next year. But for everybody to know, that's a navicular foot fracture on the left foot. And that's like right in the middle of your foot, right in the arch of the foot. So imagine walking around and doing things is very painful. Anything else you want to say about that? I just say that the fact that it was a navicular is why he ain't playing no more. If it was a stress fracture in any other bone in the foot, he probably would have been back for the season. But that one is a little bit more serious, so you want to take a little bit more time, and not much time left in the season to say it makes sense. So that's my injury report, guys. That's what I'm going to be doing every week. We're going to find some injuries. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to give you a little bit of science behind it, as well as give you what our impact of those situations are. So moving on to our next topic, I'm going to let you kick that one off.
All right, our next topic is Face the Facts. Is the Nets team an overkill in the NBA today? What do you think?
I mean, the obvious answer is hell yeah. So obvious answer is hell yeah. Do I have to pay $1 for that?
No.
Alright, so obvious answer is hell yeah, overkill. And the reason I say that is because, and I think it was funny that Blake Griffin had a quote about it. Blake Griffin said, man, it's crazy how past couple of years they said I was washed up, I ain't got nothing in me, I can't do nothing. But now I'm on the Nets. Now we a super team. Now we a super team. You know what I'm saying? But like, I think he said it as well, like, it's the motivation. Like I think when you're playing for the Pistons, you're playing for the Spurs, you know you don't have no real championship aspects. You are the best player, but you ain't got nobody else to support you. You ain't going as hard.
I think the Spurs still is a different organization.
I still think so, but
Pistons?
Yeah. So now you see he came back, Blake Griffin had a dunk, then he had alley-oop. It's like he's counting on by, and I'd be like, we're going to see these 2 new players, Blake Griffin and LaMarcus Aldridge, play at a whole different level than we're accustomed to in the past 2 years. And that's what I think we're going to see. As well as the court is going to be so much easier for them because they have so much other great players on the court with them. So now any deficiencies you might have had, you have more space and opportunity to make that up because Durant on the court, Harden on the court, Kyrie on the court. What would you think?
I feel it's an overkill.
Okay.
It's a super overkill. Super. Yeah, people may say they wash up, but then you still gotta look at IQs. You look at IQs. You gotta look at the what the word I'm looking for now?
The maturity, the veteranness,
right?
The veteran,
right? Because they've been playing veterans, so no matter what, they didn't have that. that
IQ, a high
Right.
IQ, yeah.
So if you look at it like that, it's really hard to beat a team where everybody has a high IQ. But the only downfall is with that, like I say, they don't have no defense.
Yeah, I had no defense.
Yeah.
Remember, they did pick up Shumpert earlier before the trade deadline.
Yeah, and they didn't let him go. Then they
Oh,
put
they
him on
let
a
him go already?
Then they put him on a 10-day contract.
Okay.
So I don't know how they went after
But
that.
I think they let him go to make sure they had space to add some players. But I think they're gonna keep Shumpert for the end of the season.
But how you think this a play on KD legacy?
I don't know because like the reason I look at this a little bit differently than with Golden State situation. One, Golden State won before, the Nets never win before. Two, we put a bunch of disgruntled players together. You know what I'm saying? So like Harden, so they say, Harden couldn't do it himself, Kyrie couldn't do it himself, and now KD, you never lead nothing. I feel like everybody is getting a chance to answer that. So like, but Kyrie is always gonna have KD and James Harden, but Kyrie is averaging the most points right now out of all of them.
But then I'm saying, it's legacy. Like
You think so?
You did it with a super Golden State team.
Right.
Then you did it with a super Nets team.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't do it in OKC.
Nah, but what
Right.
I want to say here is because like you know how when KD joined the Golden State Warriors, it was a hands down conclusion they're going to win the championship, right? I believe it's a hands down conclusion the Nets are going to win, but the media is still trying to convince us otherwise.
I don't feel they're gonna win.
You don't see? Oh, you don't believe it's a hand down conclusion.
No.
So then it's a different situation. So Kevin Durant, he have to work for this, and so in your mind, it ain't hands down. You have to work for this.
Yeah, no.
In my opinion, he ain't working at all for this. This is going to be very easy. He's just going to come back to the playoffs.
So they sweeping everybody in the playoffs.
I think they're going 16-0, 16-1. Like I don't think they're going to lose, and their only loss might be in the Eastern Conference Finals. They're not going to lose in the finals. That's what I
You
believe.
think they sweeping the finals?
I think they sweep in the finals. That's what I believe. But like I said, although both of us still believe it's overkill.
Yeah, it is overkill.
So you think you have more percentages of them winning, but you don't think it's a hands down conclusion.
I think the NBA should put a rule out now
Mm-hmm.
that you can get 2 buyouts in a year.
2 bio players.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was trying to figure out how they could do something like that but the situation is these dudes getting paid a little bit of money to come play, and that's their choice.
It's still like 2 buyouts. Like even though you get a little bit of money, what you bring to the team could affect the whole NBA.
Season,
Yeah.
the whole NBA, 30 teams and all that.
Like-
Because you put LaMarcus, Drummond, Blake Griffin. Who else got bio recently? Let's just say it was those
That's
3.
top. Yeah, that's top.
You put them on any of the playoff teams, and that makes that playoff team better.
Come on.
You see what I'm saying? And that's why I think it's unfair. And you know, even Cousins just get signed.
Yeah.
Everybody have to get a big man because now we realize big man's moving around. Nets ain't had no big players, they get 2 big guys. Alright, Lakers gonna say, oh, we had 1, now we gotta get 2 big guys and a Marcus Score. We'll count him as a half a big guy. Clippers say we gotta get a big guy. So like I feel like the Nets made the rest of the league change. That will tell you they are the leaders in the league. Because if they had never gotten those 2 players, no one would have gotten a big guy.
Yeah,
Do you agree?
They bench is weak.
Right, very, very weak. Very, very weak.
Alright.
But we agree. Overkill. But anyway, moving on to our next topic. Trades and buyouts for all the different teams. So while we talk about this, we're going to have all the different trades that happen from January 1st all the way up to now. They're going to be running in the background. Maybe we'll talk about something that we see on the wide. Maybe we won't. But what we want to do is talk about all the different trades and buyouts that really impacting the end of the season. And that's what I really want to worry about. So you want to watch a couple first and see. You know James Harden getting into the Nets.
Yeah,
So I think that changed the season on the whole as well. Because I do think the Nets could have made the finals without him. But now that they have him,
And the thing about it, right?
look at all of that.
Philly could have get him just by giving up Ben Simmons, bro.
Simply. And they would have been in a... And then who knows what they would have get by trade deadline. Look at that. And how much of those players really matter? None. None of them matter for this season in terms of championship.
On the first coming, he getting set together.
But this season,
Just Porter Jr.
you like him. You like Kevin Porter Jr.
He's leading the G League in points, assists, minutes. Like he is killing in the G League, bro.
So why you think the Rockets get rid of him?
What did the Rockets say?
They trade him to the Knicks.
To the Knicks.
Oh, whoever, no, but the Rockets traded him to the Cavs. They traded him to the Cavs.
The Cavs traded him to the Rockets.
The
Cavs traded him to the Rockets.
Okay. So what's going on with the Cavs?
I don't know.
I didn't know the Diallo to the Thunder. I mean Diallo to the Pistons.
To the Pistons, yeah.
I don't know why they traded him, the dunk champion Diallo.
But that's it. This was a good pickup.
This is a big pickup if they make the playoffs.
Yeah.
If they make the playoffs, Trevor Ariza to the Heat was a great pickup. For Miles Leonard, Miles Leonard don't do much.
Even to me, that was like the.
Hurry up! Don't forget Torrey Craig now. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Torrey Craig to the Suns.
I said, yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Talk with your boy. Talk with your Heat. Talk with your Heat.
That was a pickup that was like when we got Iggy last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
A good veteran who could play defense and make good decisions. Same thing with PJ Tucker to the Bucks.
Yep.
A good veteran who could make good decisions and play great defense.
Man, nobody, bro.
Nah, nobody that mattered. Yeah, nobody that mattered. I gonna put him on guest. Him right there, I gonna put on guest with Timmy on.
I can't even say name to do that.
Kabangele. Alright, man, I ain't trying to insult it. I just trying to say it. Big. This a big move.
Yeah.
They might win a first round. Bulls might win a first round with Vucevic on their team. What you think about that? They win a first round.
That's a good thing. That's some excellent help for
Zach LaVine,
Zach.
marketing.
But then they say Zach might they don't know if they can keep him, but they'll sign him.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do you think he is worth a top max contract?
Yeah. With what he did this year for the Bulls? Yes, sir.
I guess I got to see how the Bulls finish for me to say he's worth a max contract.
Just don't make no sense to me. Georgia, Philly should have just gone and give up.
Give up and get give up whatever they need to give
And
to get
get
Kyle Lowry. Yeah. But I like Georgia as a veteran person, and then Ben Simmons gonna be actually making the decisions.
Yeah, but still, bro. Like Lowry or Georgia.
I'm mad time to get rid of Terrence Ferguson. I love when they draft him. I love his upside. So I didn't like how they traded him. Baylinka.
That was a good pickup for us.
But the Heat is be having great pickups though.
And we used to give so we had 3 good pickup, and we didn't give away
nothing that worked. Nothing. I don't know why the Kings did this. Because I like Corey Joseph as a nice backup. So I understand why DeLon Wright got traded for Corey Joseph. But, we'll see what the Kings do. Hopefully they make the play-in tournament.
How you felt with that? That's how I felt with
this one right here.
Nah. Chris is injured. That's how I felt with Blazers. Giving up Trent.
Oh, giving up Trent for Powell.
Yeah.
But Powell really good though. Powell really, really good though.
But you get Trent and Rodney, who could put him in spread the guard.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I don't know who Matt Thomas is. I don't know who Matt
Yes,
Thomas
but team is on.
Yeah.
Terrence Davis.
I know a little bit about Terrence Davis, but not enough to care. The Kings picking up players that I don't know if that gonna move the needle for y'all.
No, I did it.
The Warriors trade Wanamaker?
Yeah, to the
man. Wanamaker going from the Celtics to the Warriors. Oh no, I lied. He should be happy you're on the Hornets. The Hornets supposed to be great next year.
But they may bring back. They say it's a possibility to come back. Ball come back earlier.
I guess if they make the playoffs, it'll make sense. Tice. I thought the Celtics should have kept Tice. I don't know because they ain't replace him with no big. Yeah, so I don't know why the Celtics give him up.
I think they was trying to get Cousins.
Okay. All right, drum in or something.
Yeah, but it didn't work out. Danny Ainge lose it, bro.
Nuggets. Now we get into the meat. The Nuggets are the team that is actually making some moves in this trades and buyouts. They got JaVale McGee. As y'all can see coming up, there's a couple other names that they get.
This was a good pickup.
The Hawks get a good pickup. The Hawks get a sure scorer. Look at all the picks they get.
Second rounds, bro. Second rounds.
Still though, the Hawks get. I think the Hawks win that one.
I think they did JJ Redick some justice.
Ooh.
Yeah, the Pelicans you know what? We respect you so much. You're gonna send you to a good team.
Nigga, the Dallas ain't a good team. They ain't gonna do nothing. They first round losers. First round.
Pelicans might even make the playoffs.
They making playoffs. Pelicans making playoffs.
Oh.
Pelicans, if the league got to cheat, Zion is making the play-in tournament. Zion play-in tournament is what I mean by playoffs.
I know what you mean, bro.
The Heat.
Call the cops.
The Heat.
Call the cops. Look at that.
Nothing to argue about this.
Everybody.
What was the point?
Like,
Pacers. What was the point of trading him if you ain't get nothing for him? You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, the Nuggets are back again. Another good pick by the Nuggets. Aaron Gordon.
R.J. Hampton. Oof.
R.J. Hampton. Gary. There's some good players now.
Yeah.
There's some good players now. So the Magic ain't do nothing dumb on this one.
That's a future right there.
That's a nice little future right there.
Because R.J.
And they got your boy who get injured again. The guy from Sixers.
I know you made folks.
They got a team.
You don't know how he's going to do when he come back.
So yeah, but that was all the trades that happened. Some of the buyouts, if I can mention them. Andre Drummond got bought out. It's now on the Lakers. DeMarcus Aldridge got bought out. Now on the Nets. Blake Griffin got bought out. Now on the Nets. Who else got bought out that we could think of?
I don't know anybody else got like big name.
Any big name players got bought out, but like, so that was everything right there. Name the top 3 from the trades and the buys that stand out to you and think that have the most impact on what's happening.
Now the Nuggets, I feel they have the best because they're already a deep team. They save some good and up and coming players, Porter Jr., Bol.
Mm-hmm.
They tend to give up them young pieces to get some good.
They get some really good pieces.
And young pieces at that too. If you look at it, Aaron Gordon, he may be
25, 26.
Right, he's like a semi-veteran because he's been in the league long, but he's still a young guy.
You're right.
He ain't reached his prime yet. So,
and even JaVale McGee ain't that old. But I don't know if he's a future piece.
No. Yeah, I think they brought him there for locker room presence.
And the backup Jokic when Jokic needs some rest.
Because he done ran some rings.
Right.
So you done know how to play off mentality as you could be a veteran enough.
So with that said, and sorry to cut you off, that's your first pick. With that said, you don't see the impact of Dwight Howard and Danny Green on the Sixers propelling them because they have that locker room presence, like you said.
I mean, yeah, right, but with the Philly has too much injuries per se. Like Embiid is like I keep telling you, he's not. I used to think he's not consistent.
Yeah. You said
like
that.
Embiid is not.
You said that before he got injured, and while we was debating whether he's MVP or not. You said you gotta see how he looked the rest of the season, and now he out there MVP conversation.
Yeah. So, and I just don't see them. I don't see Philly making it past the second round.
I know. I see them in the conference final taking that one game. So that's who I think is going to take one game off the Nets. Philly. That's what I think. I think they're going to beat them. Whoever play the Bucks is going to beat the Bucks. But Philly going to take that one game off the Nets.
And I feel the Bucks and Philly may meet in that second round. And the Bucks,
probably because they could be second and third in my opinion. In my mind, they're going to finish second and third, and Nets going to finish first.
And the Bucks will be the team, I think.
They'll take that.
When they cup it. And with a PJ Tucker physical with them guys.
True.
Like,
I didn't know them guys. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like, I feel...
All right. So, sorry to cut you off. Give me the next 2 most impactful trades or buyouts that happened. So, we got the Nuggets.
I don't want to be biased, but, the Heat...
I ain't biased, man. He get a lot of players. The Heat got a lot.
I really want to say
they get Belinka. They get Victor Oladipo, Trevor Ariza.
And we give up some names like people who played ball on the
not people we know, but people who wasn't making a significant addition.
Everybody didn't play. I don't even play yet for the season.
Right, but I'm sure a team would love that. I've been on a playoff team would love that.
Kelly probably played.
Olynyk, yeah.
He probably played 7, 8
I
games.
like Kelly Olynyk.
Yeah.
But like you said, he ain't played a lot this year.
Right,
yeah.
so we give up a lot.
Mo Harkless, what he's even doing?
We give up none for a lot. So that's what I'll say. We really, yeah.
All right, who was your third team that made some significant moves for trades and buyouts?
I would say I like what the Clippers do.
Mm-hmm. Why? Talk to me.
Because remember what I told you, right? I said Clippers just need a guard.
They got them a championship, 2-time championship guard in Rajon Rondo. So what else they get?
He like a coach on the court.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
I believe the Lakers won in the bubble because of him. I told remember we was arguing about this. Every series they had good guards to play. Rondo handled those good guards, and he made good decisions that the opposite guards didn't make.
Always.
So
now you take that pressure off of PG from trying to create.
Mm-hmm.
You take that pressure off Kawhi for trying to create.
Mm-hmm.
So now
I'm Reggie Jackson. You take the pressure off Reggie Jackson.
yeah, but Reggie's he want to take a scoring point guy.
Still though, he
Yeah,
still had create
right.
like in the second unit. He had creating opportunities that
Or try to create.
So now you gotta take away from him. You don't gotta do all that. You just go score that ball. And that's why I don't think they needed Lou Williams because Reggie Jackson can fill the Lou Williams role.
And you can put Patrick on the bench.
Yeah, definitely. And like, I don't think you want to start Rondo during the season, but when playoffs come, yeah.
And then and they pick up Cousins.
And
So,
I hope that works just for Cousins' sake. Like Cousins has been through so much, man. Just for his sake, I hope that works out. He stays with the team because they only put him on a 10-day. So I hope he stays with the team as well as I hope he's impactful in the playoffs.
Yeah, 10 days audition. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, then be electric ride. But if it don't look good, then first couple of games, then you out of here.
But you know why I think he got signed to the Clippers?
Why?
Rondo.
True. Relationship. That's
Him
a
and
good
Rondo
relationship.
being tight from
The rumors was either the Lakers, and he have a relationship with AD. So yeah.
And then him
but
and
they
Rondo
get
was
Drummond,
tight
so
from-
why get him?
It was tight from Pelican side.
Right, and it worked.
And the minute he
And
get
it worked.
he get there,
Everybody leave. Everybody push him. Yeah. Sorry with it. So, in my opinion, my most impactful trades or buyouts, PJ Tucker for sure to the Bucks.
Yeah, that's
that
good.
changes, to me, they go from second round to definitely you might make the third round. So they almost third round to me now because of PJ Tucker. Without PJ Tucker, they was clean second round to me. I look at the Nuggets. I think the Nuggets put themselves in a position to get to the conference finals. So, like, can you beat the Lakers? Can you beat the Clippers? That's on you. But you put yourself in a position to get there. So, you was there last year. You put yourself in a position to get there again. And, if you pull it off, you have enough firepower and enough defense and enough gritty guys that you might could pull it off. So, they put themselves in a good position. And then, obviously, the Nets. The Nets, I think the Blake Griffin and LaMarcus Aldridge really put me on the fact where they're going to pull the Lakers. Remember when Kobe and Shaq went 16-1? They're going to pull a 16-1 and win the championship. That's what I believe. But that's my takes on the trades and buyout market. I'm sure there's still more to come, like Shem said, but that's my takes on that.
you not only like what the Thunders are doing, they're sitting Al Horford for the remainder of the season and
Instead
then
of
try.
buying. But the Thunder are not known to buy people up.
I understand,
Yeah.
right? But still, like you still.
No man. If you run your business a certain way, I don't expect you to be
Yeah,
different.
but you bottlenecking. Let them play then.
I don't expect you to be different. No.
Let them play.
Nah, stay in the locker room, mentor our guys or whatever. The Thunder treat their players right. So at the end of the year, they gonna make sure he get treated right or whatever it is. They just do what they need to do. But maybe he didn't want like. I always remember I've been a Thunder fan for a long time. I've always known them to treat their players right. If a player want to go, he gonna go. If a player comfortable playing that role where we ain't gonna play you, we comfortable with that. The Thunder's a really good organization. So they just like the Spurs. So I don't want to question that because I just say maybe they love what he's doing on the background with the young players. So they might not mind that. And whenever he want to go, they're gonna treat him right wherever he go. So that's what I'm thinking. So let's use him for a trade piece because he on contract. So let's use him for a trade piece and work with him versus buying him out and we get nothing. You know what I mean? So that's what I think. And that's just me as a Thunder fan of their organization because, a lot of my favorite players came from there. So that's just a fan. I trust their organization. I might be wrong in a couple of years.
Buy the dude out, man.
Huh?
Buy
It's too late. No, it's too late. It ain't too late, but they ain't going to do that.
Let them play, man.
But just for
play.
fantasy talk, where would you like to see him go? I want to see him go. I would love to see him go back to the Celtics. Like now that Kyrie ain't there no more, I would love to see him go back to the Celtics.
You think he can fit into the Celtics?
100%. If he went to the Celtics, if him or a caliber player like him went to the Celtics would be in that second round, third round conversation. To me, they're in the first round conversation now. But if they are a quality big man who give you 15 and 10, and that's all they need, that would change the conversation. And a person you could trust in the clutch. So like you notice we don't talk. Notice basketball weeks we ain't talk about the Celtics much anymore. They fall off. Mark Smart was injured. He come back, but they just they fall off.
I think from Bill had that COVID thing. He hasn't been himself.
Right, I agree with that too. So like we was talking about before the All-Star break, Jaylen Brown being one of the top players out here. A couple of weeks before that, we was talking about Jason Tatum being that. And now notice we haven't talked about them no more. They fell off. So I don't want to call it because of losing, because the Heat been losing, but we talking about them. You know what I'm saying? Dallas been losing, but we talking about them. So the Celtics just not even doing nothing to keep us on their radar. And that's what I don't like about the Celtics. Shout out Jelly. Jelly love the Celtics. Your team ain't doing shit. Not a dollar. We had 43. I think we had 43. Now, I want to donate something at the end of the season. I want to donate something, so I'm going to put an F-bomb in there so we can donate something. But all right, so moving on to our last topic. Did we have a topic? No, we got to our last topic. Our survey question. I'm going to let Carl set y'all up with the survey questions, all that, while I make sure all the cameras running smooth and all that good stuff.
All right. So for the survey question, we had 3 questions for the day. We had one that we had back then. Which player you thought were the best? Awarded number 1, the greatest player ever awarded number 1. We had like 4 players back then, and we just narrowed down to 2. Ran head to head. It was Penny Hardaway or Tracy McGrady. But the fan says with 33%.
Penny.
It was Penny Hardaway.
Oh, I might have been so mad.
And with 67%, it is Tracy McGrady. So Tracy McGrady is the greatest player to wear the number 1. Fans say. Next question we had was, which team do you think Kyle Lowry will play for in the 21-22 season? All right. So we have here, we do the top 3. We have tied for 3rd place, Raptors and 76ers with 15%. Then we have the Lakers with 24%. And the top team you guys would like to see Kyle Lowry play for next season would be the Miami Heat with 33%.
I voted for Miami Heat as well. No, I lied. I voted for the Sixers.
Oh, I voted for Miami.
Yeah.
We get Larry there, Larry, Oladipo, Jimmy Butler.
That would be nice. I think that makes sense. I wanted the Sixers. I don't know if the Sixers before them, but I think it makes sense for the Heat because, with the Heat, that match the type of people they already have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Victor Oladipo can lead that team with scoring. Go ahead.
And our top question, this is our top question. Our main event question.
The main event
was, which team improved the most significantly on trade deadline day? So we have in 3rd position, this was close as hell. 3rd position, we had others with 15%, and I think that's the Clippers. The Clippers. The top teams we had there was the Bulls, the Heat, the Blazers, Nuggets, 76ers, then we had others. I think the 3 was probably Clippers.
Clippers.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know who else in there. Let me see. Sixers, Nuggets, Blazers, Heat, Bulls, Nets. Because I almost put other because of the Nets.
The Nets was buyouts. I say trade deadline.
Nah. I think people include that because they happened before the trade deadline. Okay. But I think it might be Nets.
2nd place, we have a 24%. We have the Heat.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're supposed to win that.
I vote for them.
And for tie, for 1st place, we have the Nuggets and the Bulls.
That's right. I vote for the Nuggets.
The
Bulls?
Yeah, come on.
Vucevic and who else?
Vucevic and something.
You can't remember the Bulls. I would love to talk to those 6 people. Y'all name yourself in the chat room. Y'all hit me up in the PM message. But I mean, we just gone through all the trades. Only one person notable wanted the Bulls was Vucevic. Who are these people that love Vucevic so much?
People said Blazers, and I don't think the Blazers made a good trade.
Me and you disagree on that though. I like Powell better than Trent.
And Rodney Hood?
Rodney Hood wasn't doing nothing this season, like you said about some of the players on the Heat. Rodney Hood wasn't doing nothing this season. I like Powell better than Trent. But that's our surveys. Who won the pick? Oh, we said Tracy won the number 1 situation.
Yeah.
Who did you vote for?
Penny.
I vote for Tracy. I
I
think it's a generation thing with that question.
Yeah,
because someone like me, the most I know about Penny or my introduction to Penny was Shaq Penny. You know what I mean? And then injury happened right after that happened, and then Shaq on the Lakers, and then y'all know me. I'm a KB24, KB8 fan. So I think that's why, to me, I don't see Penny that way. And then who was Kobe's biggest rival in the NBA? Tracy and Iverson. You know what I'm saying? Like in his era. So I'm more leaning towards that. But you as a more older gentleman, mature gentleman inside this game, you saw a lot more than I saw. You know what I'm saying? And you cared about the college years and all that different stuff. So I'll give you that one.
So yes, I told you. Yeah. What college Tracy McGrady go to?
None, because he's a high school drop. Come out of high school.
So what high school did
You
you go
know I goddamn don't know what high school Tracy McGrady come
to?
from.
One Zion, bro.
I know Lower Marion High School. That's the fuck I know. 44. That's what I know. Lower Marion. 45. Lower Marion. Let's talk about that. I'm asking how much Kobe average in high school or some bullshit like that. But anyway, guys,
But before we go, let's do something different next week.
what you want to do?
Because we should do it today, but
No, we can do it next week so we can set it up. What you want to do though?
let's pick 5. We get like
Predict some
2,
scores.
4, 6, 8. We have 9 games next week, Wednesday, right?
Right. No, let's do this Tuesday. Let's do it this week, baby. We pick games for Tuesday, so we can talk about them Wednesday.
Tuesday we have like 2 games, bro.
Oh yeah, that's the big. Let's start off with the 2. Let's buy 2 games.
Oh no, yeah, that's 2, 4.
I just want y'all to see Carl always trying to win something, dog. You are the basketball savant. That's why we bring you in, coach.
But this guessing, you may guess right.
Watch next week when they guess wrong. That's all I want to watch next week when they guess wrong.
All right.
He could be doing
So what we can do now, we can do 5 games, right?
5 games.
At the end of the season, when the season over, we can see who have the most wins.
All right, then track them. Let's go.
All right, so let's pick. You pick your first team. Pick your first game you want to do.
This Tuesday night.
This Tuesday night.
next
It was,
week.
yeah.
All right. Let me pick that Lakers Toronto game.
Okay, so you have winning that one.
Give me Lakers. You can pick Lakers if you want
I
to.
know, but it's
it's
tough.
It's gonna be
tough.
wrong.
I'll go with Toronto.
All right then.
I'll go with Toronto. Okay, me, Portland, LA Clippers.
All right. Who you got? You got to pick first.
I go on Portland.
Thank you. I get Clippers. I get Clippers.
I go
All right, my
Portland.
turn. My turn. Golden State, Milwaukee. I got Milwaukee.
I get Milwaukee.
I'll
too.
take an easy one on that one.
I get Milwaukee
Your
too.
turn.
All right. Ooh, okay. Philadelphia, Boston.
You got.
Here, Boston.
Give me Philly. Give me Philly. And I'm glad you said that. Give me New Orleans and Atlanta.
All right.
Give me New Orleans.
Let me write this down.
Yeah. I can't believe you. Yo, you really don't respect Philly that much.
This could be good.
Yo, he been hating Philly all year. If Philly win championship, you gotta wear their jersey, bro. Can we make a bet now, right now? If Philly win championship, you gotta go buy their jersey and we gotta go wear. Look, you gotta spend your money on it.
I'll buy and beat. I don't like him.
Right,
I'll buy him.
you will buy and beat, and then we gotta go in it. You're like, stop it, but you
I gotta go out in it.
We gotta go out in it. So I'll buy one too, because I actually do want a Philly jersey. So two of us will go in our Philly jerseys if they win.
Oh man. Okay, so we get.
If the Heat win, I'll buy all 5 jerseys. I'll buy all the 5 stylish jerseys if the Heat win.
LA and Toronto.
LA, Toronto.
And you say you got.
I got LA.
You get LA.
Yeah.
Okay.
LA, Portland. You got Portland.
It's not good. And I see.
Yo, I don't know what you trying to play me on, guys. Like, what this is?
I say I get Portland, right?
Yeah, you got Portland, I got Clippers. We say Milwaukee, Golden State. Both of us got Milwaukee.
Hold on, bro. I'm typing, bro. Like,
I'm not fast use type, dog. I have a good phone. I have a Galaxy S9 Plus, dog. When you type on that, you just do things. These iPhone users.
okay, Milwaukee.
That's nice, too. Milwaukee, Golden State. Two of us from Milwaukee.
Okay.
So that'll be a wash. All 2 of us can get an L on that.
Really?
Then we said Philly, Boston.
Philly and Boston.
Hey, if y'all want to be in the chat and y'all make some bets, y'all can put them in the chat right now.
Philly. You say you get Philly, right?
I got Philly. Of course I got Philly. You know I got Philly. And then that's 4, right? And then the last one was New Orleans and Atlanta.
Bang. Oh, we didn't do that, though.
Yo, I told you who I had. I have New Orleans Pelican.
I'll go to Atlanta then just to get to
And they got, remember, Atlanta Blue Williams now.
Don't try to big.
No, I just said like Dynamite.
Yeah, no, but don't try to suck me into like.
No, I thought about it too.
You know they get it.
I know, of course. I thought about picking Atlanta too. Atlanta 4th seed right now, bro. They 4th seed.
Don't do that.
But I like what the Pelicans do. I like Lonzo Ball. I like the Ball brothers. Y'all know I like the Ball brothers.
All right. So
get Jello in the league.
all right.
Get Jello in the league.
To recap it again for you guys, right? We get Lakers, Toronto, snuff with LA. I would Toronto. Then we get Portland and LA Clippers. I would Portland, snuff with the Clippers. Then we get Milwaukee versus Golden State. Both of us picked Milwaukee. Then we get Philly and Boston. Snuff get Philly. I get Boston. Then we get New Orleans Pelicans versus the Hawks. Snuff with the Pelicans. I'm with the Hawks.
You really do pick the Hawks?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, I thought you was joking.
No, I get the Hawks for you, bro.
Alright.
So that's our 5. So y'all watch the game with us on Tuesday.
Since we're on our fitness thing too now, let's make a bet. Let's make a bet on this. Let's make a bet
How
on
do
this.
you be on fitness? Somebody drinking Ben, somebody drinking pure juice.
Alright, then see me in the gym. But let's make a bet. If I win this one, you got 50 sit-ups on camera for me. If I win this one. And if you win, what I got for you? You better gonna rule on this. If you win, what I got for you?
All right, that's what you're doing.
Yeah, man. And you know where I at, so you make sure it's hard. Then give me something hard to do.
No, we starting off easy. We starting off light. All right,
50 sit-ups ain't light. They were workouts you do.
50 sit-ups. That's light work.
Excuse me, guys.
So you just say you can't do 50 sit-ups?
No, I can do it. I'm just saying, like
That's
I ain't light.
So you want to do 100?
Give me 100. Let me double that. I'll double you.
Shake 'em, boss. You want another corner to go? Shake 'em, boss.
Because of COVID, we're shake. Because of COVID, we're gonna gap on it. Alright, bet. Anyway, guys, let's close it out. Let's close it out. We had a good episode.
Yeah, man.
I like Shem. I appreciate you, Shem, for being here. Our guests are amazing, bro.
Yeah,
like, yo, let's keep it coming. Hey, coach, let me give you your flowers. Like Shem said, yo, obviously you've been bringing up these young guys up in a great way. Like, when you saw them 10, 15 years ago, or 12 years ago, look at them now, but these guys are doing things. They very smart. They're doing their businesses. They still into basketball at a high level. I appreciate you for what you did for these young people.
Appreciate it.
Keep doing that stuff, dog. Keep doing that, dog. Let's run a round of applause for my guy, bro. Keep doing that stuff,
Appreciate it. And a little surprise. We may have Tum Tum next week. So once the schedule
Don't make no promises.
Once the schedule is free up, we might have Tum Tum from Michigan State.
But definitely gonna have a great guest. Like every guest we bring, we gonna remember we gotta get his best 5 plays from now. So we're gonna start putting them lists together next time.
Yep.
Alright, so guys, this is a this or that fact. Let me start again. Guys, is that this or that or fact basketball talk? When we say this or that, then we talk about facts presented by the Black Swan Podcast. That's THABLACKSWAAN. Snuff. We got Coach with us. Yo, give me a little. Until next time, guys, y'all know what it is. Yo, be out, BC.